Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video session we are going to discuss a new topic, that is parts of the plant we eat. So mainly we discuss about the parts of the plant which is edible, that's a root, stems, flowers, fruits, seeds, nuts. Clear? So let's start with our topics. You know that the living things depend directly and indirectly to the plants, and we get most of the food from the plants. We also get food from the animals, that is milk, flesh, etc. But in this chapter uh, we are going to discuss about the plants only. You know, the parts of the plants which is eatable, that is called edible parts, which you use to eat, that is edible parts of the plants. These include roots, stems, leaves, fruits, flowers, seeds and nuts. So let's start with roots. I am showing some picture. First one radish, second one carrot, third one beetroot, and fourth one sweet potato. And I think you have seen all these pictures, you have seen all these roots. You know why they are so important? Because these plants store their food in their roots. That's why they are famous, such as radish, carrot, beetroot, sweet potato. And these roots we use to eat, that is the edible part. These roots are hard, swollen and fleshy. So most of them, they grow underground and store their food, that I said. Therefore they are called root vegetables. Clear? So the roots we used to eat, examples are radish, sweet potato, beetroot, carrot, etc. Now the next part, that is stems. You know, stems. The stems of some plants are edible, that is called stem vegetables. Stems of some plants are edible, that are called stem vegetables. I am showing some pictures. First one is sugarcane. You know, there is edible stems grow above the ground. This stem that we used to eat, sugarcane, that grow above the ground. And this, in the second picture, potato, ginger, onion, they are obviously they are growing basically under the ground. Why they are famous? Why they are special? Because this type of plants, potato, ginger, onion, sugarcane, these type of plants store their food in their stem. So when we are eating potato, ginger, onion, sugarcane, basically we are eating their stems, and we have divided into two parts. The stems which grow above the ground, they are sugarcane, and the stems grow under the ground, that's a potato, ginger and onion, and we are taking only the edible part. They are called stem vegetables. Okay, now the next part, fruits. I am showing some pictures. First one apple, second one pear, third one tomato, cucumber, brinjal. Okay, and we know that sorry, before starting the fruits, we should have to start leaves we eat, because we are uh, growing sequentially. At first roots, then stems, then leaves, then we'll go to the flowers, then it will come fruits. Okay, so let's start with the leaves. Many plants store their food in their leaves, such as cabbage, lettuce, spinach, and these are the edible parts, and these parts mainly we are eaten. So these edible leaves are known as leafy vegetables. They are eaten either raw, in the form of salad, or cooked. Basically cabbage, lettuce, um, we spinach we used to eat uh, by cooked. Okay, then after leaves it will come flowers. You know that, okay, I forgot to say about something, uh, that is carbohydrates. There are so many uh, parts, that is carbohydrate, protein, fat, so many terms are there. So mainly the carbohydrates are the what is carbohydrate? Carbohydrate is the simplest types of the foods prepared and stored by plants. Okay, so they are the carbohydrates, they are the simplest types of foods prepared and stored by plants. Okay, and we get carbohydrates by taking these types of plants, or these types of stems, these types of uh, leaves, because we also need the carbohydrates, we also need the proteins, we also need the vitamin, we also need the fat. So basically uh, fat, um, fat portion, vitamin portion we also get from the um animal food, but the carbohydrates, also the protein, vitamin, also we also get from the uh, plants. Okay, so now we are going to the next part, that is flowers we used to eat. you know the cauliflower, broccoli. In the winter time we get these types of food. When we are eating cauliflower, broccoli, mainly we are eating their flower of the plants. Okay, these edible flowers are called flowers of vegetables. Now the next part, fruits we eat. You know, a fruit is a part of the plant that develops from a flower and contains seeds. A fruit is a part of the plant that develops from a flower. Fruit develops from a flower and contains seeds. So I have shown some pictures before, that is apple, pear, tomato, cucumber, brinjal. So basically they are fruits of the plants. And apple, pear, they are fruits and they are sweet and fleshy. Okay, and these apple and pear and some types of fruits, mango, and so on, we used to eat raw. And some fruits like tomato, cucumber, brinjal are used as vegetables. We used to eat by cooking. These are called fruit vegetables. You know, some fruit vegetables such as tomato, cucumber can be eaten either raw or by cooked. So fruit vegetables such as brinjal, pumpkin need to be cooked before eating. You know, the brinjal, tomato, and so many fruits that is needed to be cooked before eating, because we can't eat raw. Okay, now the next part, seeds we eat. A variety of seeds such as cereals, pulses, and nuts are edible. A variety of seeds such as cereals, pulses, and nuts are edible. You know, uh, what is cereals? Cereal means a grain used for food, such as wheat, oats, rice, maize, etc. Some cereals like wheat, maize, and bajra are ground to make flour. Flour means moida in Bengali. Okay, so that seeds we used to eat, and that is the edible parts. Okay, we used to eat. So basically they are seeds, and the plants, they stored their food in the form of seeds. Okay, the next part, you know, lentils. This is lentils. This is gram. This is kidney beans. Are some commonly eaten pulses. Basically they are pulses. We usually eat them with cereals. Okay, so now next part is nuts. You know, this is groundnut. This is almond, and this is walnut. Nuts are a particular kind of edible seeds, and most nuts have a hard shell or covering around them. Some common examples of nuts are almond, groundnut, and walnut. So some of the plants, they use they store their food in the form of nuts. So they are almond, groundnut, and walnut. And I think you have seen the walnuts. That is, it looks like a, if you crack it, then you can see it looks like our brain. It's walnut. And these nuts are very, very, very important for our health. Okay, so you should take it every day in the morning. Okay, so these are the topic that I have discussed. So parts of the plants we eat, that is the edible parts. Some of the fruits that we used to take as the roots, as the stems, as a flower, fruits, nuts, seeds, etc. So go through this video, try to understand what I was trying to say, and keep learning. Thank you.